Good evening, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Natalie Solis. We are under tornado and severe thunderstorm watches at this hour.
Yeah, more on those storms from Chief Meteorologist Dan Henry in a moment. But first tonight on Fox 4, the entire town of Palo Pinto in Palo Pinto County was evacuated after the massive wildfire by Possum Kingdom Lake shifted. The wind changed direction when the cold front with those strong gusts moved through the area. The number of homes destroyed has gone up significantly. Brandon Todd has the story.
All it took was a change in the winds, and Palo Pinto was in full evacuation mode.
You got water.
As deputies hooked up garden hoses to wet down the roof of the sheriff's office, DPS troopers, armed with rifles, surrounded this sally port as prisoners were evacuated from the jail.
We're being advised by fire personnel of how to respond. The firemen are doing everything they can, and I don't know that anything can stop this.
Within minutes, officials got word the fire had jumped the river. It was maybe an hour away. Residents were ordered to leave.
They said they thought it would be here within 15 minutes.
Thank you.
They came up and said we better get all of our stuff out. But it's getting pretty close. Ashes, you can see, are falling now, so we're just trying to make the best of it.
Where you headed?
Gonna head east. I've got a good family over at Mineral Wells.
They're in there loading and unloading drawers now full of stuff that, memorabilia, things that, they can't replace. We loaded up all the Polarises, all the equipment and stuff, so now it's just the personal items.
I'm just trying to unload the house and get them out of here. Everybody's gone but just my dad. I'm trying to get him out of the house.
Once residents were cleared out, it was up to the Palo Pinto Volunteer Fire Department. They vowed to stay put and defend as much of their town as they could.
I'm real scared, but as a firefighter, I know I have to buck up and do what I need to do to help our community. But as it being my home, I'm scared to death.
I'm told tonight that they had a lot of fires to the north of this area, where the north of Palo Pinto, where they had a lot of land that they didn't have homes in. So they had trees, they had forests, they had a lot of crews up there that they decided to move back down to Palo Pinto to form sort of a wall, a line, so that they could defend that town from this fire. It has still not reached Palo Pinto tonight. The winds have sort of died down over the last probably hour and a half, which has helped that situation. Earlier on, as you heard in that story, they thought that it was going to hit probably in less than an hour, but certainly that's changed tonight, and they're just right now taking a wait-and-see approach.
Yeah, Brandon, those folks got out fast. So talk about the plan in place for them. Where are those evacuees going?
Well, as you heard in that story there, some of them have family that they're able to go to in Mineral Wells. Also, for the rest of them, the Red Cross has opened up a shelter in Mineral Wells at the Mineral Wells Junior High School. No one so far has gone to that shelter, but it is open, and they are waiting for people there. Now, as far as that shelter that was open in Grayford, which was to the north of Palo Pinto, they're closing that down and moving that Red Cross team then to Mineral Wells, where they can service those folks from Palo Pinto that have been evacuated.
And Brandon, we saw what's happening there today, things changing very quickly. Are there other communities that could be in trouble either tonight or even tomorrow?
Well, originally they thought that Grayford was going to have to be evacuated, but that did not end up happening. So Palo Pinto right now is the only town, city around this general vicinity here that has been evacuated because of these fires. Mineral Wells is safe at this point, and so is Strawn here, which is where this incident command is set up.
All right, Brandon, very hot day today. Any optimism about the cooler weather tomorrow? Because, as the temperatures go up, it makes it even more difficult to fight these fires.
Well, there is a lot of optimism for that, and also tonight, seeing as the winds have died down to almost nothing right now. That stops those fires from moving as fast as they are during the daytime, gives those crews a chance to not only refresh, but sort of get a plan together and get a strategy so they can get back at daylight and fight it again.
And just from yesterday at this time, the report said there were 31 homes destroyed, but that number seems to have gone way up.
Oh, yeah, from last night to tonight. Brandon, talk about the big change.
The change in the homes is about 149 now is the count of homes that were destroyed, and one church as well. So they've got 147,000 plus acres that are burning at this time. And again, this fire is still, as of yet, not contained.
Wow, incredible. Still a lot of work to be done. All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Live in Palo Pinto County tonight.